Let's get to the third one. I love the third one so much. The third one is produce. Produce. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 28, it says, "And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Be fruitful and multiply." We were created to be fruitful and to multiply and to have dominion over the earth. Now, I had listened to Elon Musk, the incumbent number one richest man in the world. And he said something that made me go back and listen to it again. This is what he said. People get confused. They think that the economy is money. Money is a database for the exchange of goods and services, and for time shifting the exchange of goods and services. Let me repeat that again. People get confused. They think that the economy is money. Money is a database for the exchange of goods and services, and for the time shifting the exchange of goods and services. What did he mean by that? Let me explain to you. The richest 1% in Kenya, in the world, they have something in common. And I'm about to toboa. They have something in common. They use money to provide goods and services to solve human pain points. The richest 1%, they use money to provide goods and services to solve human pain points. It is so critical that I'm going to repeat it for the third time. The richest 1% use money to provide goods and services to solve human pain points. What do the rest of us do? The rest of us, we use money to pay bills and indulge in entertainment. Can I explain that? How many of you here have used Netflix? Have used Netflix? I know we are in a church environment. No one is condemning you. Yeah, you've used Netflix. So, somebody, and Netflix is one of the richest companies in the world today. Yeah? So, the brains behind Netflix sat and understood a human pain point of the inconvenience of going for a movie to the movie theaters. And this thing was trying to metamorphosize into discs. You remember the discs? Yeah? And they realized there's a market and we can solve this problem. So they used their money to create a platform called Netflix to solve that pain point. And now all of us, we watch movies from our homes, in the comfort of our homes, anytime, any day. Some even watch in the office. But not the people who are in this room. That's how convenient it is. So, because they solved a major human pain point, they are now one of the richest in the world. Steve Jobs, for those of you who use iPhones, he was asked by someone, an interviewer, how will his company ever become as big as IBM and Microsoft? And he gave a very simple answer. He said, I'm waiting for the next window. I'm waiting for the next window. And the window came. And that window was the era of internet. And what anybody here who used, are they called earpods? Earpods. Are they called earpods? The ones for music? iPods, eh? Yes, those ones. So he got this grand idea to have a phone plus internet plus music. All of them in one gadget. And that became the iPhone. And iPhone literally put Kodak out of business. If you look at the growth of iPhone sales and the decline of Kodak, they're actually negatively correlated, because he also put the camera in. So he used his money to produce a good that was much needed, and now he became one of the wealthiest in the world, plus his company and his shareholders. And we can go on and on and on. So, what are we saying? Wealth creation is an art of production, not consumption. Wealth creation is an art of production, not consumption. And we have all agreed that we were created to produce. And to produce is to multiply. When you multiply, you subdue. God never really created us to be consumers. There's nothing wrong with consuming, but you're supposed to leave this world better than you found it. What I see here in front of me is production. I see production. I see someone who has used their money to provide a good and service that is really needed. And you guys are beneficiaries. And you are getting this. Now you too must go out and produce. So, remember, when you pay yourself, you end up with what? When you pay yourself, you end up with capital. Now, what do you do with your capital? Apply your capital to produce much needed goods and services. And the key words I underlined there is much needed. Because we do have a tendency of opening an M-Pesa shop next to another M-Pesa shop. Yeah? Just because PDI is doing well, you also go and open? You're getting it wrong. That problem is solved. Look for a problem. Apply your money to produce a good or a service. When you do that, you experience something that I love so much. And I call it imposing yourself on other people's budgets. Do you remember my pie chart? Yeah? Now, other people's pie chart, you start appearing in their pie charts. Now, that's when you know you have succeeded. Because as people are budgeting, they are budgeting with you in mind. You're a landlord. Yeah? You produce the best, you have the best restaurant in town. So everybody comes there for lunch. Yeah? You're producing. They budget because of you. They go to work for you. But never tell them that, eh? They work for you. Yeah? Impose yourself on other people's budget. When you do that, you start generating business income. Remember, the other income was employment income. Now you're generating business income. And when you generate business income, every time we generate income, what do? We pay ourselves again. Now, in a month, you'll not be paying yourself once, now you'll be paying yourself twice. Where is it going? Now, do you see some amazing interaction between your investment account and your business? You're getting capital from your investment account, you're starting production is generating, cash is coming back into your investment account. But now, you are experiencing an acceleration in capital accumulation. You start experiencing acceleration in capital accumulation. No, let me say this. How many, let me not ask it that way. Let me just say it as a statement. It is almost impossible for people to finish their career and they see a bonus of 1 million shillings in their bank account from their employer. If you work for an employer, there are very, very few businesses that will pay you a bonus of 1 million shillings. Very few. And if you're in one, you're very privileged. You are in 0.001% of those kind of employers in the country. So, most people, they really get to touch 1 million shillings when they borrow. They really get to touch 10 million shillings when they borrow. If you really want to have that feeling, how it feels to touch 1 million or 10 million or 100 million without borrowing, you must do what? Produce. You must produce. Please tell your neighbor that. And by the way, let me just mention this. I know all Kenyans, when it comes to side hustles, you think of Saturday in the morning, all the cars are headed to, they're on Thika Road, they're headed to a farm somewhere, you know. It's not the only way you can produce, eh? There are many other ways you can produce, especially now with technology. Yeah? Farming is a big opportunity. But I have not met many people who are skilled for it. It's become one of the biggest liabilities to families, where money is leaving but never comes back. Yeah? Who connects with me? Me, I've lost money in farming. And I know many of you have. We pray for this country that one day we can make money through farming. But whatever you do with your money, make sure it comes back. Okay? So, let me close this. A job will make you a living, but producing goods and services will make you a fortune. A job will make you a living, but producing goods and services will make you a fortune.